Let's get things started with Manana. Monday, May 25th is national. Wait. Is national. I took some critique recently about the way I say national. So it's in my brain. It's in my brain. Monday, May 25th is National Wine Day. I do partake in the spoiled grapes. I like those. I like those rotten grapes. They're tasty and delicious. But I am not so much of a person to know the things that needs to be known, only to find out that the people who claim to know the things that they know are all frauds. Sommeliers is a fancy word for BSer. That's what they are. And it's been proven time and time again. You break out a bunch of cheap wines and you give it into a sommelier, and they're like, oh, this one's oaky and tasty. It's got legs. And they say things that make no sense. And then they do the Coke Pepsi reveal. They take the lid off and like, it's Boone Farms. Because, yeah, it's all malarkey. And malarkey is one of my favorite words. I hope one day we come across National Malarkey Day. But malarkey is one of my favorite words because it's the old school way of saying BS. Barbara Streisand. Yeah, I love wine, but I'm not one of those people who thinks, I'm not one of those people. I am a Cardboard Day fan. Give me some bago. Give me wine in a bag in a box. And one of the reasons for that is in a standard wine glass, a wine bottle, you're only getting 4 glasses of wine. And those glasses aren't even full glasses. You ever notice when they pour a glass of wine, it's like this much wine in a glass that's this big? Like, are you even trying? But yeah, there's only 4 glasses of wine in a bottle of wine. But if you tell somebody you drank a bottle of wine, they think you got a problem. But it was just 4 glasses. But if you get the Cardboard Day, get it? Thank you. If you get the Cardboard Day, it's got a little spigot, and you just squeeze the spigot, and you fill up your glass like a glass is supposed to be filled, and you enjoy it because it's tasty and delicious, and quantity is more important than quality. I do love wine, and I have some expensive bottles of wine, but I don't. I save them mostly for gifts. Like, here, this is important to you, maybe, possibly, but the rest of the wine that I drink is just quantity versus quality. And you can think about that a little bit on Monday, May 25th. National Wine Day. I think I've done that before. And I think at the very end, like I just did right now, I wanted to switch the wine from wine, rotten fruit juice, to wine. I didn't, and I think I've done that more than once. I think I wanted to do that at least twice. Okay. Louis Godet makes a great red. Don't care. Does it come in a box? If it comes in a box, it's good for me. You get messed up quick. Not true. if you're a seasoned alcoholic, wine doesn't really do the trick for you anymore. You need something that's 100 or above proof. Don't want to talk about my addictions. It's not T-Bone's addiction day. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Because there's a dad out there and he's watching. Oh, Jessica's watching. She may enjoy this too. Tuesday, May 26th is National Paper Airplane Day. The wonderful thing about paper airplanes is it gets to give you the experience of engineering and disappointment. Because you fold the paper in many ways, and then you throw it, and then it Amelia Earhart's right into the ground. I pulled out an old school reference there. But if you refinagle the folds in the way that you did the things that you did, and you shoot it again, and it goes for a great distance, you are excited. And parents, if you haven't had a paper airplane construction flight contest with your children, are you really parents? I think this is the beginning of STEM, okay? Science and TEM. All I know is I hate STEAM, but I love STEM. Science, technology, engineering, mathematics, right? STEM. Well, a paper airplane is STEM at its core. STEAM, no, it's not. Because then it would be Prince dying in an elevator alone. But if you could make a paper airplane and you could throw it, and it doesn't immediately Amelia Earhart, maybe it Howard Hughes's, just it's the spruce goose of paper airplanes. It doesn't fly high, but it is flying technically just enough over the water. There's a lot of airplane references I threw in here. I see your comments. Let's get through this so I can read your comments. National Paper Airplane Day is Tuesday, May 26th. If you haven't made a paper airplane in the last 10 years, you should. If you have children and you've never had a paper airplane contest with your children, do it now. The end is nigh. They will no longer want to play with you soon, okay? They will move off and distance themselves from you, and you will rarely hear from them. So if you have the opportunity now to play with your children, have a paper airplane contest. On Tuesday, May 26th, National Paper Airplane Day. We got a lot of comments. I'm going to get through those real quick. Cooper has mastered that. Ooh, really? I would have thought Patrick, I would have thought Patrick would have made cooler airplanes. The flying cylinder, that is also cool. Don't call me Shirley. Yes. Have you ever seen a grown man naked? Airplane, the Airplane series, just some of the greatest movies ever made. Anything that was done by those guys, all the police squad, the Naked Guns, the airplanes, they were all done by the same brothers, and they were fantastic. Yes, Paper Airplane Day, D. White. I'm going to do this because I don't know what I can do with it, but I'm going to try. I'm seeing these for the very first time. I just plug in the prompt and it gives me some things, it gives me some choices, and I try my best. Wednesday, May 27th is National Senior Health and Fitness Day. It's hard for me to think of myself as a senior, but I am. So Health and Fitness Day ain't that much of a big deal to me because I try to be healthy and I try to get me in some fitness. But in my brain, I don't see me as a senior. I see people 30, 40 years older than me as seniors. And if you know the math, that's way older than me. I see them, and they need a fitness, healthy day, right? Don't they? A bunch of cocoon people doing the swissies in the pool. Like, look at us, we're so healthy in the water while we pee on ourselves. I haven't made it to adult diapers yet. The main reason is they don't make adult diapers in my size. And the fact that I am my size and still alive, kind of, basically I'm working on losing weight so I can fit into adult diapers, so I can enjoy my senior years. You okay, Grandpa? I'm fine. That's a horrible. Here's the deal. How about this? On Wednesday, May 27th, if you have senior people in your life, and in recognition of Senior Health and Fitness Day, take them for a walk. Take your seniors out for a walk on Wednesday, May 27th. Put a leash on them and walk them. Think about that on Wednesday, May 27th, National Senior Health and Fitness Day. Moving on. Oh, I think I like the next one. So you want senior chief! Exclamation point. That's your day, brother. Thank you. You're not far behind me. Good comments, making me laugh. Keep them up. Keep them going. I'm going to do this because I really wish. Thursday, May 28th is National Hamburger Day. Look, I'll be the first to tell you, man. I love hamburgers. And I will also be the first to tell you that it has been a very, very long time since I had a hamburger. Now, because my wife is constantly trying to kill me, she may have slipped a couple in. There may have been some Bubba burgers in the last couple of years that she just kind of slipped onto the menu, and I had to eat them because I didn't want her to stab me in my sleep. But as far as going to an establishment and purchasing a hamburger, I have not done that in a very, very long time. I would like to say I probably haven't done that since my surgery. But I like hamburgers. I deeply desire hot meat in my mouth. like a Wendy's quadruple or a McDonald's quarter pounder with way more than a quarter pound. I miss eating. I miss having a hot meat in my mouth. And if I only did it annually, if on Thursday, May the 28th, National Hamburger Day, I went and got a hamburger, that's not bad, right? That's reasonable. That's not going to cause more coronary heart disease, is it? But what if I added cheese to it? Is there a National Cheeseburger Day? So on National Hamburger Day, you have to be strict and just get a hamburger. No cheese, por favor. No queso, mi amigo. Or is that just part of the burger? Is a hamburger, is cheese on a hamburger a cheeseburger or a condiment of meat, hot meat in your mouth? Think about that on Thursday, May 28th. National Hamburger Day. To your comments. And there were quite a few. Yeah. Hamburgers are not sandwiches. Red Robin, $9.99. Bottomless sides and drinks. Good deal and good burgers. I've been to Red Robin once. Red Robin, yum. I've been to Red Robin once. In the States, overseas, whenever you found yourself near an army base, they always had a Red Robin inside their little PXs. And it was unusual, so I would always get a Red Robin when I was in Germany. But so far in the States, only one Red Robin, and I had a good time there. I did enjoy it. Apparently, the Taney family is in different rooms because they said the same thing. Jessica says we're obviously not in the same room. That's so funny. All right, moving on. All right, such a good time. I do enjoy I don't know what that means. That's open in a new tab. I'm afraid to click on that. Coq au vin. Unofficial U.S. food holiday celebrated. The classic French dish, coq au vin. Chicken braised slowly and... No, we're not doing that. It's stupid. Stupid! It's so stupid. Friday, May 29th is National Biscuit Day. What's your favorite kind of biscuit? Because, I mean, they got all the biscuits. Yeah, I have never had a bad biscuit, nor do I ever plan on having a bad biscuit. I love the place of crackers, the cracker of barrels, the barrel cracker. I love their biscuits, and I don't know what's making them different. I think it's just like flour and water and some old person in the back just beating the snot out of it. I don't know how they make their biscuits, but it has a very distinct texture to it. It's like it's a biscuit that spent time in prison. It's hard, you know, and then you open it up, and you put that sausage gravy. Ooh, man, I love me some sausage and gravy and biscuits. I do. I love, but the winner of all the winners, without a doubt, are the Grands. Because they're, number one, super easy. You pop the can, and you throw them in a pan, and you throw them in the oven, and you let the oven do its job. And those Grands are so light and flaky, and they just rise to the top. And you can use them as ingredients in other things. You make something, and you know what would be good on top of this thing that I made? A light and fluffy pastry treat. So you take some Grands and you put them over the top of whatever it is you make. You make some Jell-O, and you figure a light and fluffy and crunchy and tasty topping would be nice. You break out some Grands. That's not going to work, because once you put the Jell-O in the oven, that's going to be a catastrophic fail. All right, you know what I'm talking about. A pie of some kind. You put the Grands on top of that. Oh, I do love Grands. But I also like the House of Crackers. I like them. And the House of Waffles, they also have good biscuits. James says Popeyes. The thing about Popeyes, not that good. I'm gonna disagree with you, my friend. Popeyes biscuits, not that good, because in the black community, they constantly make jokes about having to eat X amount of Popeye biscuits without water, because they're really dry. They're dry biscuits. You know who doesn't have dry biscuits? Hardee's. Or if you live west of the Mississippi, Carl's Jr. Same restaurant, just different logos for different persuasions. We really need to apply to the rednecks in the South, so we're going to name the Carl's Jr. over there Hardee's. What's Hardee's mean? I don't know, but we're going to spell it with 2 E's. And we'll keep all the symbolism the same. It was always funny to me how Carl's Jr. and Hardee's are different. Anyway, lots to think about there. Go out, find yourself the best biscuit on Friday, May 29th. National Biscuit Day. To your comments. Biscuits and gravy, so saith Jessica. Lobster. What? Oh, yeah. We are okay. I can make that dish, and it's amazing. Pronounced coq au vin. Yeah, we didn't do that for a reason, and I don't care if you can make it amazing. Those cheddar biscuits at the Red Lobster. I do like the Red Lobster, or as me and the kids call it, the Dead Mobster. Biscuits and sausage gravy, my favorite. I do overindulge in that, and we're going to go on a cruise, and for 7 days I will have biscuits and gravy every day. Biscuits and gravy, and I put the eggs on top of it, and I add some bacon or some sausage. It's not good for you, but I don't vacation very often, and on vacation I'm eating some biscuits and gravy. In a cast iron with lard. Great minds think alike, so saith Jessica. Popeyes has some good biscuits. I disagree. True Hardee's is good. I agree. And it's under $5 for a sausage and biscuit meal. I was at my friend Dave's house, and Dave's mom made us biscuits and gravy. And I didn't know you could make that at home. Many times in my food journeys, I've learned things like white people can make Korean food. I didn't think that was possible, but my friend Emily taught me that. And Dave's mom taught me that you can make biscuits and gravy at home. And it was delightful. Oh, dear Liza. No, I can't. I don't know why. There's a National Hole in My Bucket Day. But it does make me want to sing. It's hard to choose. They give me 4 options to choose from, and this is what we're going to do. Saturday, May 30th, is National Mint Julep Day. Which is confusing to me because I thought mint juleps were the official drink of the Kentucky Derby. And the Kentucky Derby is not held on Saturday, May 30th. And quite honestly, I think you drink mint juleps because you are forced to in a social environment. No one that I know has ever walked up to a bar and said, mint julep, please. No one's ever done that. Many of my friends will go, sex on the beach? Can I get a sex on the beach? Can I get a blowjob? Can I get an Irish car bomb? They will say all those, but they have never walked up to the bar and said, yes, I would like a mint julep, please. I've never seen that happen. But I know if people are watching the Kentucky Derby, there's 2 things involved. Hats and mint juleps. I don't even know what a mint julep is. Okay, I mean, I know what it looks like. It's got ice cubes, and it's clear, and there's a mint leaf in there, so there's a little color. And when you say juleps, I have no idea. I'm going to be honest with you. I've never had a mint julep because I'm not a lady wearing a hat at the Kentucky Derby. Not doing it. And I would prefer to ask for an Irish car bomb, a blowjob, or sex on the beach than a mint julep. I don't ask for any of those things. When I go out, it's very simple. A beer. And if I'm going to be there for a while, 2 beers. That's it. 2 beer Tony, that's me. But when I'm on vacation, I have two different levels of intoxication. I've got daytime intoxication, which is Captain Morgan's and Coke, a double Captain Morgan's and Coke, and I'll just sip those, and life is grand. And then we'll move on to nighttime, Tony, where it's a double Grey Goose and vodka, Grey Goose and tonic. Ha 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 ha! And I will drink those until I run out of money, and then I will go to my room and sleep. And I'll get up as early as I can, rinse, wash, repeat. That's what I like to do, and never was a mint julep involved. But maybe I have made a mint. So you got limoncello. I did it with mint one time, and it was phenomenal. It was so good. It was so good. You know, you take the Fino and you pour it in and you put your ingredients in and you put the lid on it and you just store it away and forget about it for as long as possible. The longer, the better. So my limoncellos, some of my limoncellos would age like a year. But oh my God, they were phenomenal. And that mint was equally phenomenal. Anyway, think about all of what I just said on Saturday, May 30th. National Mint Julep Day. To your comments, mint and alcohol is just wrong. You shush your mouth. You shush up now. So good that you only did it once. Have you tried the zero sugar creamy coconut diet pepper? That's so much. There's so many words there. Zero sugar, creamy coconut, Dr. Pepper. I don't know if I would like that. If you have any, I would like to try one of yours before I commit to a case. And if I like it, I will reimburse you the can that you donate to me. Creamy coconut Dr. Pepper. Zero sugar. I think sugar is one of the 23 ingredients that makes Dr. Pepper Dr. Pepper. So now you're telling me we got rid of the sugar. So where it was 23 ingredients, now it's 22. Oh, don't worry. We added coconut of the creamy variety. Kind of like my vodkas. I don't like my vodkas being flavored with stuff. Number one, really high in sugar. And vodka doesn't need more sugar because as soon as it hits your liver, it's creating all the sugars. So vodka doesn't need more sugar. And for some reason, all of the flavored vodkas, their proofage goes down. So where vodka is normally 80 proof, for some reason, flavored vodkas are like 65, 70. It's silly. Who wants to drink wonderful tasting vodka if it doesn't get you the buzz that you're paying for? Not me. Not this kid. To your comments. La 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 la, my so good. I only did it once. You tried zero. We were at the comments. I'll send you one. I'll send one. Aw, so sweet. Yeah. Yes, I have also referred to vodka as potato juice. I love me potato juice. You drink potato juice? Yes. Grey Goose potato juice. Oh, boy. I'm looking autonomous. Yeah. We'll do that. Sunday, May 31st. Is National Autonomous Vehicle Day. Autonomous is the word you use to say self-driving. Self-driving Vehicle Day. I'm a huge fan of self-driving vehicles. I am. I think it is the future. I think driving a vehicle will be something that we don't do in the future. The vehicles will drive us. Take me to this location. And that vehicle and all of the other vehicles working in cahoots will safely get you to your destination without dying. This is the future. And when all of the vehicles are working together in cahoots, you can go faster. You don't need a 55-mile-an-hour speed limit. If all of the vehicles are talking to one another, like, I'm going to move to the right, I'm going to move to the left, I'm going to go straight. If all of the vehicles are talking, my friend Will C., who was recently in town at the Harrisburg Comedy Zone, he's got a Lexus. And he lets the Lexus drive him everywhere he goes. But Lexus doesn't trust you it doesn't trust itself to let the autonomous vehicle drive itself. Lexus and Hyundai and all the other ones, you have to put a little pressure on the steering wheel. You gotta let the steering wheel know that you're engaged in the driving activities, even though the car's doing all the driving. Now, I haven't found anybody that has invented this yet, but I'm just going to put the idea out there, okay? I'm going to put the idea out there, and if you make a couple $1 billion off of this idea that I'm about to give you, I'm not going to hate on you, but a little reminiscence would be fine. Vehicles are getting smarter. Autonomous vehicles are doing better and better every single day, but they require you to touch the wheel. So what I would invent is a little monkey, a little monkey that goes on the steering wheel. You just hook the monkey on the steering wheel, and it applies enough pressure to the steering wheel where you don't have to touch the wheel at all. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Crazy thing is, Teslas don't require you to touch the steering wheel. True story. I recently took a test drive it wasn't a test drive. It was a show off my car drive with a friend. And he put me in his Tesla, and we went all the way over to Capital City Mall, and we came all the way back. He never touched the wheel one single time. It was amazing. Now, every time I see a Tesla that I'm driving around with, I'm looking to see how many of them are touching the wheel. And most of them are not. But until the rest of the autonomous vehicles get online with Tesla, where Tesla says, look, we're good at what we do. You can trust us. We're driving. And the rest of them are like, we're kind of good at what we do. So if you'll just touch the wheel, we can we can disown all liability. That's where the driving monkey comes in. You just take the little driving monkey, and it applies enough pressure to your steering wheel where you don't have to do it. If you're going to trust the car, trust the car. If you can't trust the car, get a car you can trust. I can't wait for my next vehicle. I have made up my mind that I'm going to drive this Cadillac until the wheels fall off. But the next one I get is fully autonomous. Absolutely. But it has to have a gas engine. I'm not doing electric. Stupid electric. The new Cadillacs are fully autonomous, but they're all electric. I'm not doing electric. I'm doing gas. Roar, roar, roar. I want the option of being able to drive should I need to, and I don't want to run up my electric bill. These are all things to consider on the last day of May, Sunday, May 31st. National Autonomous Vehicle Day.